Today on Thai Caliente, we're making a Thai dish called Sirloin Steak, also known as crying tiger.
Hi guys, I'm Renee Fuentes and welcome back to my channel, Thai Caliente. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, be sure to do so, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Today we're going to be making a popular Thai dish called crying tiger, which translates to Sirloin Steak. So the legend behind the name is that the dipping sauce that's served with the crying tiger is supposed to be so spicy that it will make a tiger cry. So still kind of a funny name, but nonetheless, it's still a great dish with just a simple grilled steak with a spicy and flavorful dipping sauce. So let me show you guys how to make this recipe. So let's start off with the steak. I'm using a top sirloin steak. I've been letting it rest on my countertop for about a little over an hour, and I've just salted it. And then I'm going to pat it dry. And this is going to ensure that we have a nice sear on our steak. I'm going to be cooking this indoors, so we're not going to be doing it on the grill. But you really want to remove any moisture so that way you get a nice kind of golden crust on your steak.
Go ahead and start off with a skillet over medium-high heat and add a little bit of oil. Place your steaks in the skillet and just go ahead and leave them there for at least 3 minutes. You can see that I got a nice sizzle going on here. Once you see the steaks cooking about halfway, you can flip them over. So my steaks are not the same thickness, so I'm going to flip these smaller ones over first and then let that bigger piece of steak cook a little bit longer. And I cooked my steaks till about medium. And once they are done, remove them and place them on a cutting board, and very important, let them rest for at least 10 minutes. Now we're going to start making our dipping sauce for the crying tiger, essentially what's going to make the tiger cry. So I'm just chopping up some cilantro, and I'm doing the stems and the leaves and just placing it into a bowl. Next, I have 2 stalks of green onions. I'm just trimming off the edges and then slicing the onions into small slices. Go ahead and place the sliced onions in the same bowl as the cilantro. The next ingredient that we're going to use is fresh lime juice. Always use fresh lime juice instead of the concentrate. You're going to get a much better flavor. I used 2 whole limes in this case. The next ingredient is Thai fish sauce. So if you have any aversions to fish sauce, you can substitute soy sauce, but I can tell you right away it's not going to give you that same umami saltiness that fish sauce is going to give you. In this case, I'm using 2 tablespoons, but you can tone it down to 1 tablespoon at first and then taste it. The next ingredient is pretty important, and that is Thai red pepper flakes. You'll see here that they have a different texture than your traditional red pepper flakes. It includes the whole chili that's grounded up. So it's a dry Thai bird's eye chili that's grounded up. And the next ingredient is toasted rice powder. So in my Nua Nam Tok video, I show you how to make this, or you can buy it pre-made as well. I will link to the iCard on the toasted rice powder. And here I'm adding some coconut sugar for a little bit of sweetness. You can also do brown sugar, or if you have palm sugar, that's more authentic. Like I mentioned, it was a little too salty, so I'm adding a little bit of water, and I tasted it, and now it has the perfect balance. So for the steak, after it has rested for 10 minutes, I am going to slice it thin with a very sharp knife. So this is meant to be eaten with the dipping sauce, either in a lettuce wrap or with cabbage or with rice, but you don't want really thick pieces. You want it nice and thin. So now that the steak is all sliced up, we can go ahead and plate it. That's the consistency that you want. And traditionally, crying tiger is served with cabbage leaves, but I had butter lettuce, so I'm using that. So go ahead and plate it with some cucumbers. You can also do some cilantro, and then add your grilled steak that's been sliced. And I'm doing this as a lettuce cup, but like I mentioned, you can either eat it with sticky rice or regular rice as well. I really hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you did. And if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down below. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys.